Welcome back to day 3 of SMM 2010 as your Grand Nationals for Dota. Winners bracket final coming to you on the main stage. Nirvana Cherry going up against the absolute strong team, eHome. Myself, Toby Kenobi, as well as the lovely Kelly, here this morning to take you all through these matches. Hope you strap yourselves in, guys, because this is going to be one hell of a ride.
eHome versus Nirvana Cherry, both China strong houses. In the background, semi-finals are being played. LGD, the favorites to come out of loser brackets, to actually come back to the grand finals, playing up against Malaysia's own home team, Nirvana Malaysia, the only non-Chinese team left in the game, in the running. First 2 bands are up. They're really quick. Nirvana Cherry choosing to ban Doombringer and VS for the first 2 bands. eHome had decided to go and ban Broodmother, SF, and the Morphling as their first 3 bands.
Yeah, taking that already. Of course, if you did just make your way up from the Nirvana MY match against LGD, I think it's just over as well. We already know one team's gone through. Deity will be going into the final of the losers bracket. Of course, the loser of this will play the winner of that match compared to, well, Nirvana MY and LGD. We'll find out those results for you later. If you are listening on the live stream, great to have you here. All records being broken, that's what it's about. And all the bands have now been completed here. Nirvana Cherry taking out Doombringer, VS, as well as the Alchemist. eHome taking out Broodmother, SF, as well as Morphling. So say goodbye, as I just get threatened to actually get shanked here. Say goodbye to basically all your agi carries you can grab out through all the massive damage deals through Morphling, SF. Obviously, eHome. Interesting to actually see them actually ban out that Morphling, especially after what AAA did the other day.
Well, we're definitely going to see a really exciting match. I hope they really go for some unconventional draft. I mean, if they really do go for standard heroes, what we'll be looking forward to is probably positioning during match, how their catcher and how their support heroes position themselves in the forest to support the tri-lane. Alchemist being banned. They saw what eHome's Alchemist yesterday. And also, eHome really played a really solid Morphling. You can see how AAA was so sick with his item build, max item build by like 40 minutes. 450 creep kills by 40 minutes.
Yeah, it was completely insane farm because we'll have to see exactly how well Nirvana can come back to. Syllabear is in the lineup as the first pick for Nirvana Cherry. Of course, it is a big thing for them to actually go up with that Syllabear. We've seen it a couple of times throughout this SMM tournament. He's been great for pushing, especially once he gets his farm up. But if he gets shut down early on, it does really hurt him. He just literally sits back and literally can't do anything, has to try and farm up. But a lot of the teams have been knowing, okay, Syllabear, he's a very strong pick. We've got to try and shut him down nice and early, and the focus has been put on him too. So watch him very closely to see how he actually goes in his solo. Playing for the Sentinel, of course, will be probably soloing bottom lane, possibly top, but he will go as one of the solos. Windrunner is also picked up here for Nirvana at the moment, so more than likely you got your 2 solos right there. Tri-lane yet to be built up here by Nirvana, and eHome now, they're in the whole scenario of, okay, what do we do? Visage, good hero to actually have babysat. Throw him down the bottom lane, get that tri-lane going off. Who's going to support him? We still need a couple more support heroes to come out from eHome as well. There's still Lion on the field as well, of course, X on the team for eHome too. And that should never ever be forgotten, that X line. And of course, a big shout out there to all the Croatians as well. I believe DJ X is actually taking this stream and streaming it out over the Croatian radio. So it's great to have them all in here as well. Sven coming up as a 2nd pick now. We've seen him a couple of times as a 5th pick. Mainly because of his AoE stun, the Roar he can give out too. And Tinker coming out for eHome, making up their 3rd.
Well, I talked to eHome yesterday, and apparently the way they train is that the top 8 teams in China, they actually train with each other all the time. They hardly train with anyone else, which is why all of them are always getting better and everyone is always falling back behind because powerhouses are playing together in houses matches all the time.
Yeah, it does really strive to make you like that better player. Of course, you can even see these guys like eHome. They're hiding behind the computers before. They're reviewing the replay of the game they played in the semi-final. Now, most people would go, I might actually review the rest of the teams. Who am I going up against? Things like that. No, that's taken care of by the manager. Instead, they review their own game style. They go, okay, how are we going to approach this match? This is what I didn't do right last time. Let's see what I can do right this time. And that's just the quality of this eHome team. They're just so focused. And because with the interview even yesterday, like they were focused all the way through it. And even then AAA just said, you know what? We're still going to win this. Like they just have that raw calculation in their mind.
I kind of have like a mixed feeling here. I'm really happy that we are actually casting the finals of the winner brackets. But the thing is, I'm also a little bit sad. That means SMM is going to end soon. But so far, it's been like an epic 2 days. We've been casting like amazing games here.
We have. I seriously almost passed out during that game between LGD and eHome the other day. Of course, we now have Nirvana Cherry move them all the way up here. These two teams obviously undefeated through the winners bracket to get themselves to this spot. Nirvana taking a little bit longer to actually decide who they actually want as their third pick here. This, I don't know if eHome is just like, well, we've got massive push. Enigma now coming out here. That's actually going to try and help the push to actually go back against, obviously, our Tinker. If you can catch them all in one big go-to, like grab that Visage and grab that Sven, grab that Tinker, pull them all in there, because Tinker's going to want to BT himself out as fast as he possibly can too. BKB will be essential for him early on. But I'm really interested to see how aggressive Nirvana is. When you throw Syllabear and Enigma into a lineup, you know you've got a good strength behind your pushing power.
Just a quick recap on the bans and the picks. Nirvana Cherry has decided to ban the Doombringer, the Vengeful Spirit, and the Alchemist. They have picked Syllabear, Windrunner, and the Enigma. eHome has decided to ban Brood Mother, Shadow Fiend, Morphling. They have picked the Visage, RK, and Tinker.
Okay, eHome just banned Lion.
And Nirvana Cherry just banned Silencer.
Yes, Silencer.
I mean, they don't want to get silenced, I guess, when they are going for an AOE hero. So probably after Enigma, we'll be looking at one more AOE hero.
Yeah, there's going to be one big one left up in the mix here. Of course, it's a shame Alchemist is actually taken out as well. He would have fit perfectly into this Nirvana side right now. eHome bending out line. Not quite sure exactly what they went for that one. Maybe just trying to pull it out of Nirvana's grasp on this one. Obviously, I think actually eHome should actually have the first pick coming back into this as they take up Beastmaster now. It's actually quite funny. Beastmaster and Doombringer, two of the heroes now in the ban pool, appeared in that match we just saw before. I think Nirvana MY going up against LGD. I would really love to know that. Someone shout the response to who actually won for that one. It would be good. One more band to come out for Nirvana Cherry though. Who's it going to be? Who are we not going to see?
You were looking at the Nirvana Malaysia's match and also the LGD's match. What happened? What's happening?
What's happening? I don't think anything can happen. Actually, we've got Potom being banned out as the fifth and final ban here for Nirvana. So then all the heroes went removed from the field here. It looks like every actual match is stopped down the bottom there. Just to give everyone an update of where SMM is actually up to. It's now the final for the losers bracket. We have the final for the winners bracket happening up on the main stage here. Loser of this will actually verse the winner of course, the lower bracket final, and then they'll fight it off for the grand final. So not many matches to actually go here. And Dusa being the first time actually picked up here on the main stage for eHome. That is a lot of power. And where's their Crystal Maiden? They need to see M to literally just top off this lineup for eHome.
Yeah, just a quick recap on all the bans. Nirvana Cherry has decided to ban Doombringer, VS, Alchemist, Silencer, POTM, eHome ban, Brood Mother, SM, Morphling, Lion, and the Beastmaster. They have chose to take Medusa as their fourth pick.
Yeah, it's a good amount of tank, and of course if Syllabear doesn't try and push the point any further, like Medusa can literally just wipe out the wave with the Mystic Snake. Great to actually go up against solo, and more than likely that's what it's actually been picked for. Like you'll send Medusa up there towards the top lane for the Scourge. He can go up there against the Syllabear, who you kind of have the feeling he's going to be up there anyway. I'll be interested to see if Nirvana actually go with Enigma up in the Scourge neutrals. It's a little bit more of a risky move to actually do, but it does allow that top lane to be a little bit more domination across. Witch Doctor coming up as the fourth pick here for Nirvana Cherry. Or I should say Nirvana CN. One of the two.
Have you seen their keyboards? Cherry keyboards? Have you seen their keyboards? It all looks really awesome. Well, I think we'll be looking at probably an earlier game expected from Nirvana Cherry, but Gigabyte is gonna try to let their Medu farm up, just like the Morphling. Let us guess who's gonna play the Medusa. I say it's AAA.
Yeah, it is quite possible. I wouldn't actually be surprised if we see AAA there on the Visage as well. There's multiple things he can actually go for. I really think CM at the moment is the only thing really missing from this eHome lineup. They need one more raw support hero. Maybe they want that little bit of extra like blasting power. Grab yourself a Lina. I don't know. I don't really know with these guys, but with the way it goes, with obviously Medusa getting more mana, the shield lasts a lot longer. So CM's a good pick to go with that one. Tinker, of course, always wants the mana regen to come through. Sven's going to want to pump out those Storm Bolts left, right, and center, as well as the Raws. Doesn't want to actually have to fear to actually save the mana for that one. And Visage, just awesome for pushing out anyway, so you don't really have to worry about him too much. You look back to what was the Nirvana lineup, and it's Lina. They are going to go aggressive.
X is like, okay, you ban, I'm going to ban my Lion, but I'm going to pick the next closest thing next to it, which is the Lina.
They do ban it off. But yes, so eHome, Not going to go defensive. They're going to go aggressive. They're going to take out Visage, Sven, Tinker, Medusa, as well as Lena for their lineup. Nirvana, CN. Who are they going to pick up right now? They're still discussing it. They look like they're about to sit back in again. And ES will be their last pick. So Syllabaire, Windrunner, Enigma, Witch Doctor, as well as ES will be the lineup for this one. And who has got what? Triple A's got Medusa. Watch him very, very closely. We all remember his Morphling. X will be running out as our Tinker. Visage will be Jay. 820 playing as Van, and Lena playing as 357.
Toby, it's the finest of SMM for the winners bracket. Are you excited or what?
You've got to be excited. It's early in the morning here. Well, actually, I say that. It's about midday. But still early for a gamer's time of the day.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
Yeah, it's good though. It's good though. These guys, they've had a little bit of practice time. They'll get themselves warmed up. We'll move ourselves into lanes. How this is actually going to run, we'll just have to wait and see. Obviously, the way you can move out early on the piece, there's many different options. As I'm loving watching AAA at the moment. Just seeing what
it's just so standard. You're going to know who the tri-lanes are. It's very obvious in this big.
Yeah, it is obvious for where you can actually go for this one, because the opening maneuvers where you want to go, it's open. Like, you can move yourself out in the lanes. Once the creep wave goes off, you just still have that 30 seconds to actually move yourself around. You look for that early gang, or you can go into your lanes, just prep yourself up, keep yourself safe. There's many different options for what can actually happen right now. We finally see Tusa actually. I'll talk about that when she gets back into the lanes there, because it's very, very interesting to see why AAA actually did what he just did then. But just watch these lanes at the moment. Look for the vision. Still no one actually seeing each other. Even if there are wars up right now, obviously we don't calm these guys. The players can actually hear us.
Well, it's going to be really exciting because all three lanes need to be super aggressive and control each other. A lot of stunts will be going up in the tri-lane, at the top lane and the middle lane. Both heroes will probably be, trying to control each other a lot, trying to see who's going to come out on top. I really, really hope to see some high level play here. We can tell you what's the matchup now. Syllabaire in the middle going up against the Tinker. At the bottom lane, it's going to be Exposun, but at the top lane, Enigma is coming up against the Medusa.
Yeah, and Enigma versus Medusa. Let's see who can actually win that CS battle there. Of course, the Conversion's going to have a horrible time with that Mystic Snake. Jump down towards the bottom lane. Windrunner and a Witch Doctor going up against now Sven. Visage. Bouncing stun already going off. The stun already going off from the whole leader. Yes, Fisher!
Windrunner goes down to the leader RK and the Visage.
YS is not going to be very, very happy with that one. But what a great stun. You might not even just be thinking about why that pick actually happened for Lena to actually come out there. But you saw it with the AoE stun. It wasn't just a single stun that can come out. It was the AoE stun.
Just safe right now.
That's right. We will see a bit of a save game. So maybe the guys can stop killing each other for just a moment.
I think the Tinker is going to have problems going out against the bear because he just has so much more harassment rate than the Tinker. What can the Tinker do? Once he uses up all his mana for his missiles, he has to be really passive.
Yeah, he does have to be, but of course Tinker can actually run that bottle, needs that bottle to go there. Even a dedicated courier is not a bad idea for it. Look at this. This is what I'm talking about for the top lane. Look how far DGC, the Enigma, has been pushed back there by AAA. And that's just the power of the Mystic Snake. Actually, I don't even know if he's fired that off once. That's just from the pure talent of AAA up there on the top lane. You cannot stop him. The conversions are so weak, especially against that high base damage of the Medusa. And now Enigma's just like, yeah, cool. I got to push you back a little bit. Give me some room here. I need to be able to farm. And Sven looks like they've actually all three heroes coming across to nick the Centaurs, knowing that the push actually tried to come out, and now they're trying to just pull that creep wave off a little bit further now. Will the pressure keep on going down? Because obviously the Scourge, they want to keep that pressure on that bottom lane. They want to try and bring down that T1 tower as fast as they can and really shut down that tri-lane. And, well, Nirvana...
Mana Snake is so painful. Look at the Enigma. He's like permanently stuck at half health. For the spell to work, the more creeps it passes through, or the more things it passes through, the harder it hits when you're at the receiving end of it.
That is true, and because if you do get the chain right, it's going to go absolutely critical. And it goes check during the big group fights as well. It will just bounce off. So if there's a chain of heroes falling back there, they've got to split themselves up. Or also Mystic Snake will just basically bounce and get that last hit in, which is really what it takes in those big group fights. Lena and ES having a bit of a look around on the sides here. Lena just harassing on the side. It's not too much, but Sven is still able to get in nice and close there, farming up with Visage. They're sharing that XP between 820 as well as Jay up there on the top. Power shot going through, just trying to push them back just that little bit further because there's Syllabaire Tinker lane just going up